What's up, Spotlight Nation? Tom here, and buckle up, because we are kicking off with a major story that has Hollywood buzzing. Chris Pratt is once again finding himself in the center of a firestorm, and this time it's not about his iconic role as Star-Lord. Fans are calling for his head, demanding Marvel drop him after a controversial post. We've got all the details on why Chris Pratt is facing calls to be fired from Marvel and what he's doing about it. But the drama doesn't stop there. Chris Pratt is now facing brutal mockery for a viral clip where fans say he's bizarrely pretending to close his eyes while praying. People are dissecting every second of this video, questioning his authenticity after his tribute to the late Charlie Kirk. We're breaking down the reactions and the intense online debate surrounding Chris Pratt's latest prayer video. And speaking of Charlie Kirk tributes, it's not just Chris Pratt catching heat. We're talking about the eyeroll celebs, who are being dragged for what many are calling out-of-touch tributes to the controversial political figure. From Jamie Lee Curtis to Russell Brand, we're looking at who else is under fire and why their words are sparking such outrage. This whole Charlie Kirk situation has definitely divided opinions, and we're exploring the massive fallout. We'll dive into the impact this is having on Hollywood, the political divides it's exposing, and what it all means for you. You do not want to miss this deep dive. Make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell on so you never miss an update. Let's get into it. Chris Pratt is not fired from Marvel. Chris Pratt is once again at the center of a massive controversy, with fans flooding social media with calls for Marvel to fire him. The uproar stems from a recent post Pratt made on X, where he offered condolences following the tragic death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Kirk was fatally shot during a public debate event at Utah Valley University on September 11, 2025. Pratt's message reading, "Praying for Charlie Kirk right now, for his wife and young children, for our country. We need God's grace. God help us," quickly went viral, amassing over 59.8 million views and igniting a firestorm of backlash from those who opposed Kirk's political views. Many fans expressed disappointment, leading to loud demands for Marvel and Disney to sever ties with Pratt. Despite the intense public pressure, neither Marvel nor Disney has issued any official statements regarding Pratt's employment. In response to the controversy, Pratt posted a video on Instagram on September 14, 2025, urging his followers to join him in prayer and read Bible verses. While his X post drew heavy criticism, his Instagram video garnered significant support, with followers thanking him for speaking out. He concluded the video by encouraging viewers to disconnect from their phones, go outside, and connect with nature or friends, suggesting they had time for such activities if they had time to be on their phones. This incident adds to a history of controversies surrounding Chris Pratt, including past scrutiny over his religious affiliations and political leanings, which have previously alienated segments of the fanbase. This story is far from over, and the debate is only heating up. But first, get ready for the online roasting Chris Pratt is getting for his latest prayer video. Chris Pratt brutally mocked over weird way he prays in viral clip after Charlie Kirk's passing. Chris Pratt is facing a new wave of intense criticism and mockery following the release of a prayer video that has left many fans questioning his sincerity. This comes just days after the Guardians of the Galaxy star faced backlash for his tribute to the late conservative activist Charlie Kirk, who was tragically killed in an attack at Utah Valley University on September 10. The controversial video, shared on Pratt's X account, features the actor urging viewers to just stop real quick and pray with him. However, it was his method of praying that drew the most attention and ridicule. Pratt recited Psalm 46:10 with his eyes appearing to be only partially closed, or squinted, leading many to accuse him of reading the verses from his phone rather than praying sincerely. Social media users were quick to point out the unusual way he held his eyes, with comments like, "His eyes not fully closed all the way so he can read the verses is sending me," and "Bro is squintin' hard thinkin' we won't notice." The criticism intensified as many felt this behavior undermined the solemnity of prayer and Pratt's public persona. Following the prayer, Pratt delivered a message encouraging viewers to disconnect from their phones and engage with the real world, a sentiment that also drew mixed reactions. The backlash highlights a growing skepticism towards Pratt's public expressions of faith, particularly in the wake of his controversial tribute to Charlie Kirk, a figure with deeply polarizing political views. The incident underscores the challenges celebrities face in navigating public opinion, especially when their personal beliefs intersect with sensitive social and political issues. But the online roasting isn't just for Pratt. We're talking about other celebs who are also getting dragged for their tributes. Get ready to hear about the eyeroll celebs who put their foot in it. Chris Pratt is being mercilessly roasted for seemingly pretending to close his eyes in a bizarre prayer video. Chris Pratt has become the target of widespread online ridicule following the release of a now-viral prayer video that many viewers are slamming as insincere. The clip, shared by the actor himself, features Pratt encouraging his followers to pause and pray with him, quoting Psalm 46:10, "Be still and know that I am God." However, the crux of the controversy lies in how Pratt appeared to perform the prayer. Viewers noticed that his eyes seemed to be only partially closed, or squinting, leading to accusations that he was reading the verses from his phone rather than engaging in genuine prayer. This observation sparked a barrage of sarcastic comments on social media, with one user quipping, "Bro is squintin' hard thinkin' we won't notice," and another questioning, "How are you an actor and still can't memorize prayer lines?" The visual of Pratt seemingly trying to conceal his phone while praying led to comparisons of him having an allergic reaction. The situation is further complicated by Pratt's history of public discussions about his faith and his association with Zoe Church, which has faced scrutiny for its perceived stance on LGBTQ+ issues. While Pratt has previously defended his church, stating it opens their doors to absolutely everyone, this latest incident has reignited debates about his religious practices and public authenticity. The intense online reaction underscores a public desire for transparency and genuine expression, particularly when public figures engage in acts of faith amidst broader societal discussions and controversies. And it's not just Chris Pratt facing criticism for their tributes. Some other big names are in the hot seat too. We're talking about those eyeroll celebs who landed themselves in hot water. Chris Pratt to Jamie Lee Curtis, the eyeroll celebs dragged for out-of-touch Charlie Kirk tributes. The tragic shooting of conservative commentator Charlie Kirk has sent shockwaves through both political and celebrity circles, but the reactions from some public figures have ignited a new firestorm of controversy. Celebrities who have historically been seen as allies to progressive causes are now facing backlash for their tributes to Kirk, a figure whose political views many found deeply offensive. Chris Pratt, already a divisive figure due to his political leanings and past comments about his church, ignited further outrage with his initial X post offering condolences for Kirk's passing. The situation escalated when Pratt shared a video of himself seemingly praying with his eyes squinted, which was widely mocked as performative. Adding to the list of celebrities drawing criticism is Jamie Lee Curtis, who, despite admitting she disagreed with Kirk on nearly every point, expressed hope that he felt connected with God in his final moments. Her emotional discussion on a podcast, acknowledging Kirk as a father, husband, and man of faith, has been labeled by some as tone-deaf. Russell Brand also weighed in, calling Kirk a good strange man, a comment that has also been met with skepticism. These reactions highlight a significant divide in how the public perceives tributes to controversial figures, particularly when they come from celebrities whose fan bases may hold opposing political and social views. The intense scrutiny suggests that in today's polarized climate, even seemingly well-intentioned gestures can be misinterpreted or perceived as out of touch, leading to significant public relations challenges for those involved. This whole saga is exposing deeper divides than we thought. But what does it all mean for you? Stick around as we break down the real impact. And that's a wrap on today's explosive updates. Chris Pratt is facing calls to be fired from Marvel after a controversial post, and then got roasted for a prayer video. Jamie Lee Curtis and Russell Brand are also under fire for their tributes to Charlie Kirk. This entire situation has sparked massive debate and exposed deep divides. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Tom's Spotlight for all the latest, hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all our socials. We'll see you in the next one.